An Irish wake house originated with the Celts. The Celts believed that when a person died, they were moving on to better things in the afterlife, and this was cause for celebration. Today, wake houses are similar to traditional wakes. The wake is usually held in the home of the deceased, and a room is prepared for them. In the past, it was traditional to prepare the parlor for the deceased, but now a bedroom is commonly used. In the following videos, we will be reenacting the practices of a traditional wake house. After death, a window is opened to allow the spirit of the deceased to leave the house. No one must block or stand in the path to the window, as it may prevent the spirit from leaving and will bring misfortune to the person who blocks the route. After 2 hours, the window should be closed, as this will prevent the spirit from re-entering. Traditionally, all curtains will be closed as well. The body is washed and dressed, traditionally clothed in white, and if the deceased was male, he would be freshly shaven. This is known as being laid out. A rosary is then wrapped around the hands and a cross placed around the neck, depending on the religion of the deceased. Candles are placed at the head and foot of the bed and remain lit while the deceased is present in the house. In earlier times, keening would have taken place. This is when female family members would cry and wail over the deceased. This took place after the body had been laid out. If the woman started keening before the body was laid out, it would invoke evil spirits. Visitors, upon entering the house, are met by a close family member, and when they have offered their condolences, they are taken into the room where the deceased is. The visitor will then go to the bed and stand or kneel for a few minutes, paying their respects or saying a prayer. After paying respect to the deceased, the visitor will then be taken into the other room and offered refreshments. Although the death is sad, a traditional wake is seldom solemn. Friends and family alike gather and share memories and funny stories about the deceased. You can always spot a wake house, as the men tend to gather outside if the weather is good. The women will be in the kitchen making tea, sandwiches, and washing the dishes. Depending on the religion, the rosary is said twice a day, with everyone in the house present to say the responses. There is a special rosary for the dead, and it is traditionally said around midnight before the visitors leave.